I've been trying to sort through the bullshit and lies for a while now. Probably since I was like, I don't know what, I was inserted into this world when I was 4 years old. So technically, I was 1 year old in the earth terms, but in a 4 year old body, something like that. Um, Pretty much my earliest memories were trying to sort through their bullshit. So, like, I mean, those are like, there's things that stick out in your life that seem to be important. Like, some people brag that they get raped, and like, it's like a huge highlight of their life. They're like, I got raped, my life's over, and all this stuff. And it's like, hey, I got raped too, just every fucking day for 8 hours a day in a format that harms males. And when I was a child and teen and after that, um, it's like, yeah, I guess I get the same problem too. Hey, like, we shouldn't be around each other because I don't want to hear about it anymore and I already have to. So, um, trying to figure out what's really going on here. They got all these delusions. They got paganism, and I mean, really, it's all their delusion. Can't buy into any of it because they've censored anyone who's tried to create their own religion. Only one race is allowed to have a religion on this planet. So, I mean, automatically write it off as a delusion because Nazis, unless you like Nazis, and if we like Nazis, like, let's go with it. Like, frickin' hell yeah, kill them all. War. World War 97,000. Ooh, best war ever. It'd be a gentleman's war. The war to end wars that were wars for wars. Whatever nonsense they want to say, just give them some guns. Tell them to run. Tell them they're not real people. Something like that's not, I shouldn't say that because like what's actually happening. But anyways, sorting through their bullshit. They got this manifestation and these religion. Manifestation is the New Age Abrahamic religion, and then before that, before that got popular in like 2018, 2020, there was, I think atheism was the religion and science cult was the religion that took over because Satanism was about somewhere from like 2010 to 2016 that it controlled everything. Maybe back in the 90s it started off, but then there was Christianity before that that they had to replace for a few years at least, right? Went through a lot of nations, took a lot of time to do that. And then before that, there was the other religion. And then before that, there was the other religion. Then there the other religion, the other religion. They're all the false religions except for each one of them, which is the true religion. So that's the mind game here is people telling you something is going on and they're sticking their peenie in little boys' behinds because it's acceptable to most religions. In Rome, it was acceptable, so they was under the Greek religion. So the Greek religion must have wove little peenie in the boys' behind like the Abrahamic do in Satanism and atheism and Christianity these days. And we can assume if the New World Order is building churches with a Illuminati pyramid and the Christian cross on it, then the pyramid people were sticking the penis in the behind the little boys too. So, I mean, there's a lot of things here. It's almost like the world's kind of pointing at certain things and saying, hey, like, yeah, these are real bad people, but you can get on your knees and blow them if you want to. Go ahead, bro. Like, I mean, the world be telling me stuff too. Like dumbass people be coming up to me, and they'll be telling me, they'll be like, I used to rob everyone I know, but you's a good friend. It's like, are Are you like the dumbest robber in the world? Or are you like, you're not a living being, are you? You're being possessed right now by what people call, like, say, I mean, obviously Satan was Satan there to help me. Uh, Lucifer's there to help me. He's there to protect me from the pedophiles and the robbers. And it'll be telling me like 7 ways to do some stuff, like to avoid this person. But sometimes I'm just in a situation where I have to allow them around. Like, recall, like any point in time I recall when the precious rat died near me and I got in trouble for that. It's like, oh, right, that one. Oh, I can't believe he killed himself. Oh, I'm sorry. Should have fucking tuck one of your crosses or your Judaism stars and branded it into my forehead so I would remember every time I blink all the pain in my head comes from, what I'm supposed to protect and do and stuff. Oh, Jeebus and fucking Epstein land. Anyways, yeah, like, I mean, like, seriously, what are these people up to? Like, nonsense and hey, what else are they up to? Like, anything else? Is that just like literally like all the games programmed them to do is make up nonsense and dumb stuff, and you're just supposed to be like, and they're like, I can't believe he doesn't think raping children is a good thing. It's for religion. It's for God. It's like, which God? We should kill that God. Like, you can't kill God. He loves little children too. It's like, that's the God we need to kill, bro. It's the God, hey, that's exactly the dude we got to come after. It's the one who loves little children a little too much. It's like, what shit am I supposed to believe from these fucking... like the manifestation, some of it's true. Like some of this shit's coming from the world, coming from my thoughts and my words and stuff. But it's not like 100%. So I'm having problems sorting this out. Like what are my limitations on creating the world and designing things around me? Or do we just all face a larger demonic entity that has such great powers? They can convince people, they can shift the world around you, like, and it takes a lot to convince, but shift the world around you and create clones of people and stuff like that. And one thing that messed with the manifestation was I was a child, but I asked people to stomp on me. I was like, hey, I want to be a little kid and have these beasts just walk around and tell me, no, I can't do anything. You're too smart to be involved in school. Go sit in the corner. We're tired of you winning marathons. You better go sit down. Like, no, it's not like I would be the same way I am today. I would be calling for an interrogation of people who have attitudes like that, and making sure that they don't have children, and they definitely don't teach children at school, because they're failures at their own existence. They should not be allowed to teach children. So it doesn't make sense that I created the world at that point in time. Okay? That doesn't add up. Because if I was told that was happening when I was a child, I would have attacked it way harder than I did. And anyone who's seen anything knows I attacked it real hard as a kid. And hell, if I knew now what I knew then, if I knew then what I knew now, like, bro, those schools wouldn't exist anymore. Hell, they thought I was leveling high-rise buildings as a child. And it's like, not yet, sir. Wait till you're all fucking lined up and shit, and there's bombs placed on every building in the world, and then I'll start leveling them, sir. But thank you for your acknowledgement of who I am. But yeah, like, we should, the old roundup. Yo, get it on, little doggy, round them up.